Thank you for joining me on this episode of Highway Spec. My name is Trent. We are going to spec out some of the latest and greatest vehicles, something I do in my own spare time anyway, so I'm bringing you along for the journey. And today we are going to spec out to the max a BMW Alpina XB7, and we do this every Monday. We do a max spec build, get all the options, see how expensive it can be, and we need to do this now because BMW just announced they're changing all their cars to look like this on the screen, the BMW i Vision D. They're changing their entire lineup over the next 3 to 5 years to make it look more like that, and it honestly looks just terrible. BMW's design direction is going the wrong way, and they did just redesign this XB7, not for the better in my opinion, but it could be a lot worse. It could be the iVision D or the BMW XM that's showing on the screen here. So let's jump into this while we still can. All right, so here we have the BMW Alpina XB7 pulled up on the screen. Now, Alpina was an independent automaker of sorts where they took BMW models, put new motors in them, did all sorts of tweaks to make them a better vehicle. Not quite what BMW M did. BMW M was definitely more hardcore track focused.
Wow, that's hardcore.
Alpina was a little bit more GT focused, still faster, more exciting vehicles, but not so focused on the track. Now, unfortunately, Alpina is basically going away. It's folded into BMW now. They are getting rid of a lot of their models, unfortunately, but they did just recently release this 2023 Alpina XB7, so the X7, but the Alpina version. And it makes 631 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 3.9 seconds for a rather large 3-row SUV that is powered by an internal combustion motor. Really not a bad deal.
Not bad.
So this is something that I want to support. So let's go ahead and build one out. We've got a starting price at $145,000, not a small amount. But if you've looked at car prices lately or watched this channel lately, things are getting a lot more expensive.
Facts are facts.
First thing we need to do is, of course, pick a color, and you've got a bunch of $0 options here that are all going to be attractive. The mineral white actually looks really good. I'm not a huge white car fan, but the Marina Bay blue, love that color, of course. Manhattan green. Green is a bit fatty right now. I don't think it'll last that long, but skyscraper gray in person looks fantastic. You do have some colors that are $1,950 options, and this one is gorgeous. I was not expecting that one. The tanzanite blue, got gray, and that one actually looks really nice too. The one that I'm probably going to pick, the Alpina blue. It is a classic color. You've got the nice blue calipers there, and I think a nice rich dark blue on this would look really good. So that's what we're going to go with. You do have the 21-inch Alpina wheels, or sorry, 23-inch rather. 21-inch are an option. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. Obviously, that's going to run a little bit smoother, and these are a classic Alpina design. You'd see those on like the BMW Z8 Alpina. Now, you've got the all-season run flat or performance run flats. I do like that it has a little bit more sidewall. However, this is a large vehicle. 21-inch wheels look pretty small, which is interesting. And then these are also non-run flat tires, so that actually helps balance out the difference between the nicer ride with the bigger sidewall on run flats, and then non-run flats, which run a lot smoother, being less sidewall. So I think we're going to stick with those 23-inch wheels. Let's jump into the interior. So I would personally choose the coffee color, nice dark brown mixed in with the blue exterior. That would be the way to go in my opinion. And interesting wood color combo, so we'll get to that. This Tartufo, that is, I think that actually wins out over the dark brown. I really do like that, and it would work really well with the blue exterior as well. All right, we've got to change that wood. So this is the Alpina walnut black. That actually looks really nice. I was surprised at that. Carbon fiber, it's not really fitting for the vehicle. There's a lot of good options. I mean, I think a lot of these woods actually do look really good, but definitely not that original color, and neither this one either. So I think we'll just go with the Alpina walnut nature black. All right, so I wouldn't do the captain's chairs. I would do the trailer hitch. Already got the shadow line exterior trim on there. And then the Bowers & Wilkins surround sound. I would do that. Okay, so this is how I would build it. $148,950. But that's not what you're here for. This is a max spec build.
To the max.
So we have to go all the way back and let's add all the options up. So we're going to go with this blue just because it would be fitting for the vehicle, similar to the blue that I had already chosen. That takes us up over $150,000. The wheels, none of them were a cost option, so we're going to go ahead and stick with the 23-inch wheels. We can do the full merino leather in the same color. So that takes us to $152,400. And then the trim, the wood actually didn't add any cost at all. And then here, we do need to add the second row captain's chairs to add a little bit of cost to it. But Alpina doesn't quite do options the way BMW typically does. So that's not much that we added to the cost. Originally, $145,000. Fully spec'd out, all the options ticked. You're looking at $153,250. So relative to the MSRP, really not a lot of options. But relative to a price of the average vehicle, it's a decent amount of money. So just recently, the average price of a vehicle got to about $46,000. So we are more than triple that amount, but it's a lot of vehicle for the money, in my personal opinion. So what do you think of this build? $153,250 for a 2023 Alpina XB7. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Let me know where I screwed up and what you would do differently. But if you made it this far, first of all, thank you for joining me on this video. But if you made it this far, please consider liking the video, subscribing, clicking the bell notification, all the things the YouTube algorithm loves, so that they push the video out to more people so that I can make more videos for people like you. Thank you again for joining me. I'll catch you on the next one.